Yo, welcome back to my first playthrough of Outbreak, a little indie game here on Xbox One X. I downloaded the bundle, and they like third-person old-school Resident Evil games, but I didn't know this first one was going to be top-down shooter, which is what it is. So, but it's more like a puzzle shooter. Oh, I was playing manual, read that shit before. Alright, where we going? Mercenaries Journal, September 12. We've been ordered to block off and guard the hospital underground passageways. They have been shuttling patients and corpses down here for the last week and using the quickly erected labs non-stop. We're at a point where the entire lower parking garage is being used for storage. We're telling patients and their families that this is necessary due to hospital cuts. We're trying to keep up appearances on the outside to make it look like a temporary situation, but they're bunkering down in the inner tunnels. Prior to moving in, they also had us do a full sweep of all the old passageways down here. A bunch of teenagers were using these areas for their gang meetings. They've been spraying graffiti everywhere down here. Anyways, I could care less what the overall plans are here. I'm just in it for a paycheck. Just search the rest of down here. No, I don't want a shit knife. Evacuation notice. September 19th. All personnel ordered to prepare for the ordered evacuation of the premises on September 20th. There will be expected testing happening and there is a potential chance of a chemical leak. Supervisors will have replacing teams in place for the trials with special training. We anticipate that normal duties will resume by September 22nd. It is imperative that the general public be kept out of the area for their safety. Arts is an active hospital with a large amount of foot traffic. If you have patients or their families asking about the situation or requesting access, immediately deny them and refer them to a supervisor. Thank you for your cooperation. Alright, time to move. All this smog on the screen is really annoying. I have to keep looking at the map. No pistol there. This is where we would have come from. So we can go back and carry on. that a key? Oh no. Need a yellow key card. Silver key, gold key, and a red key card. Fuck. Furnace operation document. The furnace was recently upgraded based on security concerns from the hospital administration. The new setup requires the usage of 3 keys to disable or enable it. We added these precautions due to the unexpected but heavy usage of underground tunnels by local area youth. These gangs have been using the tunnels as the base of operation. They've been regularly spraying graffiti on the walls and wrecking the equipment down here. Hospital security has put up extra gates and doors where they just get broken into. The larger issue stems from the fact that these tunnels aren't directly linked to the hospital. They're accessible via the city sewer and other associated municipal areas. Regardless, an operator will need a red key card from a supervisor, a gold key from a security administrator, and a silver key from the hospital facility staff. Please note the eastern passageways will only be accessible when the furnace is off. If you notice any misuse of the equipment or any of the kids in the area messing with it, report it to Josie and he'll inform the police. Great. So we'll be heading north, the other side of that fire. What's this? Magnum rounds. I ain't got a Magnum, mate. Oh shit. Okay, now. Break room notice. Attention all employees. Although the hospital administration seeks to take care of its employees, we remind you that this isn't a charity. You are required to pay for any hospital stock food that is being taken. Lunch is not covered as part of your benefits. It's also inappropriately to take any food stored by your peers. Arts Memorial Hospital offers employee credits to help offset this expense, but your day-to-day meals are your responsibility. Hospital security will be paying attention to dining areas going forward to ensure these requirements are being followed by everyone. If you have any issues, please bring them up with Liam G in Employee Affairs. He will be able to liaison between you and the hospital cafeteria administration. Oh, nice to know. Who the fuck wants a knife? Not me. Another one of them beasts coming up. Oh no, it's just a zombie on fire. Cleaners note, September 17th, the hospital maintenance group decided it would be a great idea to start replacing the old standard locks with new electronic fixtures. That's fine, but the issue is they didn't actually block anything off by the door. It's covering the eastern hallway, but not the central approach. We're also not supposed to write or share the code outright. They're concerned that if the code gets out, we could have a security issue. So I'll just be clever about this. The code is 4 digits. It contains only the 2 and 4 digits. And only one part of the sequence has 2 different numbers side by side. Well, that's odd. Now, if that's not security through obscurity, I don't know what is. Well, I'll tell you what, I am not going to be trying to figure out anything. I'll be Googling that shit. Because I thought this Outbreak game was going to be third person, old school Resident Evil like the other Outbreak games, but it was this top down, real like Game Boy shit, so... what did that thing say? I screenshotted it. Let me make that bigger. The code is 4-digit. It contains only the 2 and 4 digits. 2244. Fucking hell. I knew I was a bit clever than to look on Google for a little code like that. Silver key and a magnum. I want the silver key and the grenade launcher. Rifle rounds, good to know that they're there. There's some assault rifle rounds down here. I could pick them up and reload the gun, but I only think it holds 20 rounds. Got an idea. Wasn't there magnum rounds in that locker, no? How are we supposed to carry the 3 keys? So there's 3 items here, and one's not a key. The key is a red circle. So there's no red circles we've come across, so I've either missed it or it's somewhere else. check at the end of here again. I wonder where this key is. Need a gold key. Now, I ain't seen any motherfucking gold keys. That looked like a gold key on the floor down there, but it ain't. It's a paintbrush. Where's this gold key at? I tell you what, I ain't running back and forth looking for that. I will definitely Google that shit, that's for sure. Where the hell could the gold key be? Literally searched everywhere. Where's the fucking gold key? Chasmal gold key. So we use the yellow key card. Now what? Where's the gold key? Tell me where that motherfucker is. No idea where this gold key's gonna be. It says it would show up in red, but I don't see it. Where's this fucking gold key, man? Because the barrier's not there anymore. I don't know why I didn't think that would open that fucking barrier up. Idiot. Didn't need no gold key. Look, it's fucking open. Duh. What an ass. So I guess we have to find a gold key from this area. The last key for the furnace. Oh, rifle rounds. Needed that shit. We go south next. Secretary's Journal, May 12th. The hospital board was in today celebrating their recent deal with the government. They've been in talks for months now. The details of the talks have been secretive, but it looks like it has to do with cooperating over cancer research initiatives. From what I've been hearing, we're going to see a large endowment from the government to directly support this work. It might breathe some life into this old place. Okay. Then we can go east and then south. Grenade launcher round. What's that? Ice pick. Scientist Journal, September 14th. We've been receiving a large number of deceased patients from the hospital. We've been plucking people who are either gravely ill or need extensive surgery and shutting them down here. We've had to use a lot of back rooms down here just to house the bodies. The administration did a good job of creating a diversion with the official facilities upstairs. It was a good strategy to have a decoy in plain sight so people weren't curious about the research. The largest problem we're having right now is just keeping the patients docile. We've bust in a large amount of equipment, but we've needed to increase security. We've had a few patients attempt to break out earlier today. Their reward was a bump to the front of the line for the next round of testing. It's almost ridiculous how much progress we've made without the public being aware, but it's a credit to the security team down here. They've done a good job of clearing out the tunnels and keeping them clean. You corrupt motherfuckers. Go down to this restricted lab. Assistance and notes. September 17th. I was absolutely thrilled when they promoted me to lead research team. Finally, all of my hard work was about to pay off, or so I thought. We've been working in the hospital underground for several weeks now. When the post was billed to me, I was told we were going to be doing cutting-edge research to fight a new strain of cancer. Over the last few weeks, I've seen horrible things. Patients near death dragged down here and strapped into testing machines. The lead scientist keeps saying that they're looking for a missing link, some sort of immunity strain that will be an effective anti-cancer remedy. I don't believe them anymore. What I've seen down here is closer to torture. I just don't have anyone here that I feel comfortable reporting my concerns with. We have no HR, high-level management representative here. When the suits do come through, they go straight past us to the research areas. Sons of bitches. So it's blocked off. Doctor's journal. The note is mostly ineligible. Patient's care has been abysmal. Poor conditions. Lack of potable water. Expert opinion. Cease operations. Notifying administration. It's unreadable past that point. It appears as if the note was purposely destroyed. Looks like we're going to find the last key coming up now. Yeah, down here there's a red icon and that means key. More. Blue key card. And there's another key card down here. I'm gonna have to drop something, man. Fucking have to drop my grenade launcher, I think. Let me drop it here. Oh, drop the shotgun. Running out of rounds though for this. Security Officer's Journal. September 12th. We never received any of the security equipment requested down here. Well, that's not completely true. We received weapons. A lot of weapons. A ridiculous amount of weapons. Are they planning to start a war with the hospital patients? I realise we need armed guards blocking the entranceway into the furnace and lab, but this is extreme. The security cameras, automated fences and other equipment would be far too useful. We've instructed the security personnel to use restraint. The last thing we need to do is draw attention down here by accidentally shooting someone. Fucking no assault rifle ammo, man. I'm gonna have to drop it. I'm gonna have to exchange the shotgun for the grenade launcher when we get back up here, unfortunately. Just the way it has to be. Workers' Journal. September 13th, there were a lot of stupid decisions made as part of the operational plan here, but they did one thing right. We have a large number of incoming patients and outgoing specimens, especially with a failure rate on the testing. We may be very exposed to potential public tampering down here, but the furnace is providing an excellent vehicle for disposing of specimens. We've actually gone in and tampered with it to amplify the flame output. You can't even get through the furnace passageway when it's on now. But all we have to do is wheel up the bodies and dump them off. Then turn on the furnace. It's just ash after that. What's the cross? Oh, shitty pistol. It's all fucked up down here. Just found some rifle rounds. Fuck's sake. Got rid of the assault rifle ages ago. I'm not running back to get it. Oh, revolver ammo. Head scientist note to superior, September 12th. This is a formal complaint regarding the working and living conditions down here. This project is being staffed by very important senior talent, including myself, and retainment should be a chief consideration. We have no formal dining or kitchen here. Sleeping quarters are lacking at best. We have hospital beds and some of the workers are sleeping on morgue beds. The working hours are also abysmal. We've been down here for weeks on end and we're not allowed to leave. We're primarily being told that's to prevent security leaks for the operations down here. We could care less about the specimen's conditions, but some consideration should be given to the talented individuals doing the hard work here. I expect to see an aggressive turnaround in the manner we're being treated. Consider this a formal complaint. Yeah, I bet they fucking helped you out, mate. Fed you to a zombie. Shit. Oh, this time the blue key card actually disappeared when we finished using it. Fuck's sake. Need to find another assault rifle. Fucking finally, a gold key. I have to drop the rifle rounds. Right, let's go. I'll head all the way back up north now. It took me a minute to realise to check the southern door after we'd used those two items on the furnaces. I thought the gold key would have been in the same vicinity, but it definitely wasn't. Plenty of pistol rounds, but that shit's weak. I think it's the second machine on the right we need to use the key on. Fuck, I forgot about that. Dead end. Out of all the games I've played, it's hilarious that I'm playing this. Like I said, the other Outbreak games are third person, old school Resident Evil types. I didn't realise this was a top down until I loaded it up. Resident Evil 3's out at midnight tonight. There you go. So I'm just trying to play through these to kill time. Tight quarters down there. Fuck it, might as well take them handgun ammos. I don't know what we're going to come across. Shit, it's that big one. That's alright. Well, it looks like the exit's here. What is that? Boom! So that was Chasmal, my first playthrough. So like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed that shit. If not, go fuck yourself. Otherwise, see you on my next video.